Many are predicting that the worst is yet to come, which is unfortunate, said one person here. Until now, they've enjoyed the reputation of being the nation's icebox.
Watched a burglar in his home this morning by webcam.
As a journalist of over 25 years, stories are what make my world turn.
Reporting live from the Dallas newsroom tonight, Jeff Crilley, Fox 4 News.
But in 2008, I took the jump from my familiar life and started a PR firm from my home.
We're talking about anyone with a camcorder like the one I'm using becomes a television network.
We started slowly growing the company, and we now have over 100 clients, and we've branched into the world of live digital broadcasting. I now own 8 different TV studios and have a huge team, and the stories that I now get to share are sometimes the most important of my life. Life has a funny way of coming around full circle. This is the Jeff Crilley Show.
Welcome to my show. Well, never has networking been more important than it is now. With the economy the way it is, there's an old saying in the networking world, you got to circulate to percolate. So to talk about that today, Andrew Reed, he's with Success North Dallas Young Executives. Thanks for being on the show.
Thank you, Jeff.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about the power of networking. Have you always networked, or is this a new thing for you?
It's one always wanted to do networking. Kind of struggled at the beginning. Success North Dallas, and in particular the Young Executive Program, has allowed me kind of jump into that with both feet as a way of having a big networking group as well as a small, kind of close-knit networking group.
Yes. Well, we should give a shout out to Bill Wallace. He's been doing Success North Dallas for over 30 years now. Absolutely. And just a brilliant networker. But to be able to pass the torch to the next generation is important. How did Young Executives start?
So I joined after it started, but what kind of got it started was Bill Wallace and a couple of others, and that were in the top of Success North Dallas were going, there's no program for the younger generation, that they were seeing not so many younger generation joining Success North Dallas. So they've put that as an emphasis. I believe it was year before last. Kind of got it started. Last year really started taking off. I joined it right about the time started the fresh new year in August, and we were doing networking, happy hours, really neat events. One of the biggest ones that we did was at Sam Pack's personal auto museum.
Yeah.
Got to see all of his Fords and all the other classic cars they had there. That was an amazing time.
How cool. We're going to roll a little video because you have pulled together a really cool group of young executives. It's exactly what the name implies. When you go to these events, give me the vibe. What's it like?
It's really just a lot of, I guess, best way to put it is fun. And there's no expectations. It's more of just come, meet people. There's really, as much as we want people to join the organization, it's more about just getting out there and getting to know people.
Yes.
As Bill says, you want to create that net weaving, just get to know somebody.
Yes, and I know Bill Wallace is passionate about not having this be a bunch of card pushers who are coming in, and nobody likes that guy who walks up to you and says, "Here, you need to buy what I sell." Exactly. So, and that really is a spirit that you guys carry on.
Absolutely. It's the whole big thing with Success North Dallas, and in particular Young Executives, is it isn't for card pushing. It's more of get to know somebody, introduce yourself with a handshake, and obviously with the social distance we have now, that's going to be a little different, but it's all about that personal relationship. It's not the card pushing. You don't want to just walk up and hand your card out. It's get to know the person, find out what you can do. Can you introduce them to another contact that you have?
Yes. And I think it's so important because if there's a stereotype about millennials, it's that they are a texting generation and not a talking generation. And so the ability to go out and hold a conversation with a stranger and create a connection is really fundamental to growing a business, isn't it?
Absolutely. And I would actually say that's probably one of the key factors. And I found it in what I do every day, being able to pick up the phone and just have that conversation. A lot of people struggle even just having a general phone conversation. nowadays.
Yes. So if there's a young executive who's watching this right now who says, that sounds like a kind of a cool group. I know we're on lockdown right now. I don't know, have you guys been doing virtual happy hours?
We've been doing some virtual happy hours, and I know been trying to figure out when we can actually get back together, even if it's a limited small group at a time.
Yes.
But trying to usually the second Wednesday, usually the second week of a month, trying to have a happy hour virtually right now.
Cool. Well, we would definitely love to host a happy hour for you guys here at Real News PR in our studios.
Absolutely.
We're going to put the website up. It's a part of the Success North Dallas website. So if you go to the Success North Dallas website, you can navigate to the Young Executives page and get plugged in. Andrew, thanks for being on the show. This was great.
Thank you, Jeff.
You bet.
Really appreciate it.
That's it for now. We'll see you next time.